Yes, hello, hello, hello. And we are back. I am so excited to be back because we were not together over the weekend, and I'm always excited to come back and connect with my hopefuls and connect with anyone who's here for some inspiration, a laugh, a great time, and to hear a story. Because I believe we all have a story to tell. So I am inspired by a chance meeting today. And I love to be active. All of my hopefuls know I am very active. I'm either riding my bike or rollerblading or walking something, hiking, running up a mountain. There's several things that I do because my physical health is pivotal. And I place it on a space of prestige for myself. And as I was in my morning walk, and I like to pump my arms. My sister says I look like one of the retired folks, which I was, so that's okay. I was walking and a car stopped to my left. And I was actually only a few homes away from my home. And it was someone that I met probably 6 months ago to 8 months ago. And I met this older gentleman by a chance meeting. As I was in my car going somewhere, I saw this small dog, and I'm a lover of animals. I saw this small dog, and it was walking in circles, circles, and circles. And I thought, that seems kind of strange. And the dog was not seemingly at its home. And the dog kept walking in circles and in circles and in circles. And something, now I know it was my intuition, said, help the dog. And the dog looked a bit disoriented and it was walking in circles. So I had pulled over and I went to see the dog. And the dog did look disoriented and it was walking in circles. However, it had a chain. And I said, let me look at the chain and see if there's a phone number, because I am a lover of animals, and the least I can do is call the number on the dog collar. And as I was trying to pick up the dog, and it was quite a small dog, maybe a Chihuahua mix of something. It was less than 10 pounds. There was another woman that stopped her car. She said, did you need a hand? I said, yeah, please. She said, would you like a sheet to pick up the dog? I said, yeah, because sure. So she came and she presented me with the sheet that was in the car, and I picked up the dog and I found the number on the collar. And I called the number on the collar. And they said, hello? I said, hi, listen, do you have a dog named Sailor? They said, we do. Is Sailor here? The person yelled to someone in the background. I said, I currently have your dog Sailor. I'm on Pine Tree Lane and your dog was walking in all these circles. However, I have her. She is safe. If you're open and comfortable, I'm able to bring your dog to you. They said, oh, wow, thank you. I said, listen, my name is Hope, and I actually live on Redwood Lane. They said, oh, that's a couple yards from our home. I said, okay, How about this? If you're comfortable, I'll bring the dog to your home. They said, please, God bless you. This is wonderful. So I said thank you to the other young lady who had assisted me and given me a sheet to pick the dog up with. And I had the dog in the back seat of my car. And I drove not even 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, to this couple's home. And they came out and they said, what? We didn't even know our dog was gone. You are an angel. Thank you for helping us. And you know, the dog can't hear and the dog is hard of seeing and the dog has these ailments. And I don't know how the dog got all the way there. I said, well, here's your dog. And I didn't know, she was close to the street and I've lost an animal before. They said, thank you so much, and just for your help, here you go. And he handed me $50. I said, thank you, because typically I would say no to the cash reward that was given. However, now I'm in the space of when something is given, accept and say thank you, because a gift is given to you for a purpose. And they began to weep and said, you don't know how much this means to us. I said, well, my name is Hope, and maybe this was on my path for the day because it just happened. They said, yeah, well, the dog is quite old, and thank you so much. I said, you're welcome. They said, you know, you're a real blessing, and God will bless you, and all these things. I said, well, thank you. I'll take that. And Exactly. And that's something new because I don't know if it's widely taught just to accept. Often I find that individuals are uncomfortable accepting a gift. And that may actually speak more about ourselves when we are uncomfortable accepting something that's given to us. And this was a kind gesture. For me to accept this $50 for their dog that was just circling in the middle of the street, that was something that was pivotal for their life. So accepting and saying thank you was fantastic. And it really touched my heart because I've lost a pet. And pets are family members. They really are like an extended family. So this was 6 or 8 months ago. And as I was on my walk today, this truck pulled up next to me and said, I'll never forget you. I said, oh, hi, yeah. He said, yes, yeah, who got... Exactly. Someone may need that. I needed that that day. I needed to hear those words. Maybe I just needed to do that deed, which is really just kindness. There was nothing special about it per se for myself. However, simple kindness, finding someone's pet and calling the number on the collar. That's it. I could have driven by. I could have said someone else will do it. However, I always say, no, it's me. Maybe this was put in front of me for some reason that is beyond me. And so as I took my walk today and this truck pulled up and said, I'll never forget you. I said, how are you? They said, listen, you really were an angel for us in that day. However, our dog has passed. And this was today. That same gentleman saw me on my morning walk. And they're my parents' age. They're in their 70s. He said it was very helpful, and just to let you know, our dog recently transitioned. Our dog recently passed, and it's been quite difficult for us. I said, I'm sorry to hear that. How have you been progressing? He said, it's really difficult because all of our children are outside of our house. So it's me and my wife. And my wife is taking it very hard. But I remember you, and your name is Hope. I'll never forget you for doing that. I said, well, you're welcome. Listen, I've lost a pet. They are an extended family member for us, so I understand. And I was just doing what my parents taught me to do. So I accept and thank you. And I know it's difficult. If I can offer anything, I believe they're always around us. Even when these pets aren't physically in our presence, I believe they're an additional animal angel with us. He said, yeah, thank you. And yeah, it has been difficult. My wife has been having a difficult time. However, the dog just was not living comfortably. So we had to put her down. I said, I understand that too. I've had to do that. Yeah. And even personally, I felt that. I had a dear feline that I still love dearly, who had an interaction with another animal, and she did not make it. And I remember the vet calling me and saying, hope the cat's going into cardiac arrest. If you can make it, you will be able to have the final minutes with her, but all her systems are shutting down. And it was really difficult because they are our family. They're with us every day, and they wake up with us, and they have their own personalities, and we're in the rhythm of them. And it was the first time where I said, you know what? Yeah, I am going to rush back and have these final moments, possibly of closure for myself with this animal, and allow this animal to see me and me see it for the final moments. And seeing this gentleman today reminded me of this cycle of life, and how something so small, just general kindness, will cause a ripple effect. It causes a ripple effect because we don't quite know what's ever transpiring in someone's life, or how a kind gesture will add to the beauty in someone's day, or how just your kindness will allow the person to want to continue, because this experience can be difficult. And what it reminded me of, thank you for the likes, is a reminder of we're all on a path. And for me, the reminder of, okay, I must be on the right path, especially today. I did not know I was going to see this person. I'm just taking my daily walk, and I see this person who says, I will never forget you. You are a real hero. And it brightened up my day. It really brightened up my day, because for me, I am just doing what was taught to me. If I see something in need, specifically an animal, I will try my best to get the animal to its rightful space. And the fact that the gentleman said these two phrases, I will never forget you, and you are a hero, I just started to smile. It felt so good. It felt perfectly placed. And it reminded me that we are our own hero. We are each our own hero. But how can we be a hero? How can we be a hero for ourselves? Hey. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I said. I just put my hand up and said, thank you. Thank you. Wow, I am on track. Thank you. Okay. For someone to call me a hero, I thought maybe this is a message. Because we can be our hero. Thank you. Thank you. I just re-dyed my hair and buzzed my hair, so that's a possibility. So thank you. And it's quite sunny today. Anyone who's new to the live, I live in Hawaii. It's been overcast, but it's back and forth. So thank you for that. I feel good, and maybe that's what you're seeing, the light that's radiating in me. So I entitled this live, Be Your Own Hero. Because no one's coming to save us. No one is coming to save me, you, or anyone specifically. However, we can be our own hero. We can be the person to take us out of that dark space. We can be that person to motivate ourselves. We can be that thing to keep us going when we say, I don't know how this is going to come together, but I will continue. And how do you become your own hero? How do you become your own Superman or Superwoman or, I don't really watch these Marvel movies, so I cannot think of all of these superheroes. But when I think of a superhero, I always think of Batman or Superman. I'm a child of the 80s. Those are the superheroes that stand out to me. So how can we be our own hero? I believe it starts with H. H is the first letter in hero, and for me, that means to help yourself. Wonder Woman as well. Yes, of course, of course, of course. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonder Woman as well. I believe to be our own hero, we must start with H. Help. Help ourselves. Hi, thank you. I appreciate that, Detroit. It's always good seeing you, and shout out Detroit. How can we help ourselves? I believe to start to help ourselves, we need to ask ourselves, what do I need help with? Where do I need assistance? How can I best help myself? Can I help myself by changing what I eat? I appreciate that. That's extremely kind, and I receive that. Thank you. Can I change what I eat? Would that help me in this day? Can I change out the soda or the things that I'm drinking for water? Would that help my body in this day? Can I change out the words that I'm telling myself? Would that help me in this day? Can I take away some of the people that I'm around? Yes. Will that help me in this day? Because often individuals we are around will influence us. And I'm grateful that I have a beautiful mother and father and family, because that is who I call my board of trustees, but my closest people. I have a lot of big dreams and goals, and I'm constantly striving towards something. So I know for me to help myself, there aren't a lot of individuals that I will consistently allow myself to be around. It may not be the most beneficial. Yes, I do have wonderful acquaintances, even with the word friend. I am quite cognizant on how I label what would be a friend, because that label is something that I hold dearly. And at times when I'm out and I'll hear people, and I speak of words all the time and how our words build worlds. And the moment I hear you say, "Oh, I can't do that. I'll never do that. Why would she do that? She's so..." That's not something that is helpful for me. And how often some individuals may be putting fortresses around themselves instead of building ladders to get to where they need to go. So to be your own hero means first, start with H. How can you help yourself? How can you help yourself in this day? How can you help yourself in this moment? And how can you help yourself to best accomplish your goal, your dream, or even just ending the day as great as it started? So again, this is entitled Be Your Own Hero. And I have started with H. Help yourself. Help yourself by asking yourself, what do I need? How can I help myself? How can I help my body? How can I help this journey I'm on? How can I help the comfort of my thoughts? How can I help myself to rise? How can I help myself to expand? How can I help myself? Because if I believe I am my own hero, that means I am helping myself to save myself. So after you've helped yourself, you've gone through how you doing, you've gone through H, asking yourself, how can I help myself? Go on to the next level, which is E, in hero. Entertain. Entertain the thought of something new. Entertain what it would look like for that new life. Yes, thank you. Entertain what it would look like to be in that new home or that new city or that new relationship or that new occupation or that new body. Entertain that. And when I say entertain, I mean fully entertain it. Feel it. Make it tangible. Create a cartoon around it. Create the movie with you. Entertain it. Because you've already started to help yourself. And maybe helping yourself meant to change the way you eat. And now you're entertaining that new body. Or your new skin glowing. Or those new outfits. Or that new position where you currently work. Yes, of course, I'm the anchor today. I'm very intentional about everything. So yes, why not be the anchor? I'm the anchor today. For some reason, I chose these and I love gold. So thank you, Meg. Entertain the new you. Entertain you outside of that relationship that you've been dreading. How about that? Let's take it there, because there are individuals that come and speak to me about their personal relationships. And at times I think, well, do you even want to be a part of this anymore? And that is a great thing to ask yourself. Let me entertain the life without this person. Let me entertain a life without these family members or these toxic people that have constantly brought me down or tore you down or not aided in your success. Because to entertain could be to fantasize the new life without individuals that aren't pushing you towards where you need to be. And that can be difficult. the most difficult thing is actually thinking about it. Once you do it, it's already done. You're already in motion. But to entertain it means to actually see it, play it out, see how it would feel how it would be to show up as yourself without someone saying, why are you doing this? Why do you think you can do this? Why would you ever feel like this is for you? Because it is for you. If it's given to you, then it's for you. I have a TikTok on my page that says the dream is the blueprint, which I believe. If you're given a vision, if you're given a dream, if you're given something that's constantly showing up in your mind, that's not just given to you to replay in your mind. That's the blueprint. That's what's for you. Accept it. Take it, mold it, implement it into your life, no matter how long it takes. Because it's really not about the time. And I'm a believer that time is an illusion. Because the fact is, if I'm meant to accomplish something, the time spent accomplishing it doesn't matter. It's the fact that I did accomplish it. It's the fact that I kept going and pressing forward and felt the discomfort or felt like giving up or felt like, why am I doing this? And the constant progression is the journey. And within that, you will accomplish it. However, outside of this thing called time, it's about you just continuing on, not being limited by something like time, because time is going to pass anyway. But are you going to allow time to pass as you're moving forward for what you would like? Or is time only there to serve you for something you don't like, but it's here? Yes, we're always keeping these vibrations as high as possible. So, to show up as our own hero, to save ourselves, to be our own Wonder Woman or Superman or Batman or whatever superhero you choose. In fact, you can name your own superhero. We have to establish that we will be the one doing the saving, because at times we will be our own kryptonite. Thank you. And if you're your own kryptonite, you can definitely be your own savior. You can definitely swoop in and say, you know what? I'm the one that could take me out. I'm also the one that could take me up. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's all I'm going to do. So, be your own superhero. How? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How? Start with H. Help yourself. Ask yourself, how can I best help myself? Is it helping me to eat this food, or should I no longer consume this and maybe change what I consume? And that's not always what we're eating. That could be who we're around. That could be what things we allow ourselves to hear or watch or ingest. Thank you. Sometimes helping ourselves means removing ourselves from certain people or energies or places that no longer serve ourselves. However, we have to ask us, how is this helping me? Is this helping me, or is this hurting me? Is this moving me forward, or am I stagnant? Then after we ask, how can we help ourselves? Because we are our own hero. You move on to the next step. Let me entertain what I want. Let me entertain how it would feel for this new life. Let me entertain how it would feel for me to be in this new position, in this job, in this occupation. Maybe going after a different space of work or productivity. I personally don't use the word work. I use productivity. I do not work. I am productive. I put myself in spaces where I love to be productive, but work, I don't do. What is that? And entertain that. If it's changing your body, entertain what that will feel like. Entertain what you would wear. Entertain the spaces you want to be in. Entertain, if it's, for me, when I was visualizing learning a new language, I would entertain myself speaking the language fluently and feeling that and seeing what that would feel like and seeing that, oh, I can do this. It just takes deliberate diligence on my part to be consistent. And I did it. And it's beautiful when you accomplish these things because the confidence grows within yourself. And confidence grows from competence. Even when I first started speaking, I've always known I'm an eloquent speaker. However, for me to say, oh, I'm a speaker, there would be a bit of discomfort within me. Maybe it was imposter syndrome. It also was I just hadn't done it enough to feel that confidence within that competency. However, after you have that confidence from doing it so often, that competency comes and you begin to show up as that thing that you are entertaining. So, we have started on the journey to become our own hero. And HERO is an acronym. So, the first thing we did was ask ourselves, how can I help myself in this moment? How can I help myself get to where I'm going? What do I need to take away to help myself? What do I need to add? Maybe there's new things I need to learn to help myself to become my own hero. And then we went on to E in the word hero, entertain. Entertaining what that would look like, entertaining what that would feel like, entertaining the journey, the goal, the dream, entertaining it, putting yourself in that movie of what you want. And then we go on to R in the word hero, which means release. Release. To accomplish certain things or anything in life, there are things that we must peacefully release. And I journal that every morning. I am peacefully releasing all things that no longer serve me. And this will connect back to the first letter in HERO, helping. What do I need to do to help me? Oftentimes, it's releasing. It's releasing. If I am seeking to speak, there's certain things that I will have to release because I have to use my voice. So yelling and screaming ain't happening for me, okay? I have to save my voice. It's a precious commodity. I will have to release staying up late because I have to receive my rest. I will have to release just hanging out. And I've spoken about this. I don't just hang out. What are we doing? If it's not productive, if it's not something that's adding to me in every way, I'm not just doing it. But what do we need to release to become our own hero? And I will say this, release with peace, peacefully release. Not ripping off and no, I peacefully release this. I love it and it's time to let it go because this won't serve me for what I need for my future me. For me, I've often talked about how I protect my mornings and I do not sleep with my phone in my room because my rest is pivotal. Therefore, I released the need of having to pick up my phone. especially in the morning or at night. There is no message that is that important that I need to see at any time during the evening. It will find me when I come out of the room and walk down the hall and come into the... Otherwise, I don't need that. I have released individuals that no longer serve me with peace. It's never out of a space of spite or anger. It comes from a space of love. I'm releasing you with love because of me. This isn't a fault of either of us. It's just a peaceful release. Even smoky environments, my voice is important to me. I'm not going to be around that. What do we need to release to be our own hero? Because there's a reason why this is entitled Be Your Own Hero. Because I truly believe we can be our own hero. No one is coming to save you. You are. You are your hero. You are the one that will save you. You are the one that will get you to where you need to be. It's us. It's within us, and it always has been. However, to be diligent about this is to ask yourself these questions. What no longer needs to be in my circumference? If you know you want to release weight, and I don't say lose weight, because anything you lose, you'll find. You'll take it back. There's never a time that I would, well, I'm never trying to lose weight. I can tell you that. I'm always at my perfect weight, and I don't focus on that. I'm healthy, and I speak well to my body. However, if you are in a space of wanting to release weight, you will truly have to think about, what am I injecting? I need to drink more water. Maybe I need to release not being active and put in some activity into my day. Maybe I need to release what I'm saying to my body, how I'm telling my body I don't like it, how I'm grabbing my body and saying I hate this. Listen, I heard a saying that said, never speak negatively to yourself because your spirit doesn't know the difference. And how powerful that is. So to be our own hero, to be the person that saves us, means to turn into what you need to be your hero. What needs to be released with peace? What person or groups or words that you say to yourself that no longer need to be a part of you? It could actually be where you are currently. Maybe you will need to relocate or move homes or rearrange your room or release clothing or items that no longer serve you to get to where you need to be. Because for us to become our own hero does take action. It will take conscious, deliberate, daily work. And here's the side note. It's for us to do. We are no one else's hero. We are the hero for us. And it's a full-time job changing yourself. The fact that you may want to help somebody else, listen, let them do it. If someone asks you to aid them, see if you can. If you can't, leave it alone. Leave it alone. It is a full-time job trying to help ourselves, save ourselves, transform ourselves, comfort ourselves, listen to ourselves, allow ourselves to grow. It's a full-time job. And all that energy is being put into you. So, To become our own hero, we started with H, helping yourself, asking yourself, what do I need help with? How can I help myself? How can I best serve myself? What do I need help with? Do I need assistance? Do I need help with changing something? Do I need help with rearranging? How can I help myself? And then I went on to E, entertaining that new you, that new life, that new place, that new transformation, seeing it, visualizing it, playing it out in that movie in your mind. And then we went on to R, which is releasing. What do we need to release? What do we need to let go of? What do we need to say, this no longer serves me, it's gone with peace? And then we get on to O, to become our own hero, which would mean open yourselves to the possibilities. Open yourself to the possibility of what is possible for you. Open yourself to the possibility that that is for you. Open yourself to the possibility that there is more for you. Open yourself to the possibility that it is for you. To become your own hero means to truly transform. And to become that transformer means that to open yourself to what is new means you allow your imagination to know the possibilities. You allow your imagination to say, yeah, this is for me. And that can be difficult. Oftentimes we're so stuck in what we are, who we've become, what people say we are, that we don't even allow ourselves to look at anything else. And that becomes restrictive. When you don't even allow yourself to dream of something more than what you currently are. When you don't even allow yourself to dream for more. And I heard a saying that says, the ability to dream has been beaten out of us through the course of life. And think about that. Has that been true for you? Where you don't even allow yourself to dream anymore. The ability to open yourself to a new perspective, to a new way of living, to a new hairstyle, to a new way of doing your makeup, to a new way of rearranging your family room. All of these things often are pushed to the side because why me? Thank you. Ooh, you look nice. That's how I heard it. Thank you. And even that, this is why when I come on, I try different things. I shaved my head on live because for me, it's just like the R in H.E.R.O, which is release. I got to release some things. I got to show up differently. Yeah, well, it's good to see you again. I want to be different. That means I have to start showing up different. For me to see myself in this different way without hair, with this blonde hair and dark lipstick, I'm showing up differently. I'm open to the new possibilities. Thank you. That's very kind. I appreciate that. And thank you for liking the live. To be open means to shut out all these voices of people saying that's not for you. Tell them to shut up. Tell them, I heard this girl on live and her name is Hope and she told me to tell you to shut up. Tell them that. Because sometimes people need to shut up. You are telling me your limitations. Your limitations have nothing to do with my life. In fact, that's only for you. I don't care about your limitations. I don't care about your limitations of how you see yourself. In fact, thank you for sharing that with me. You no longer in my circle of friends. You can't be around me. That means you trying to hold me accountable to who I used to be. I'm no longer that person. I no longer want that. I'm striving for something new. And guess what? You in the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Sometimes you gotta talk to people like, shut up and get out the way. I'm growing. I'm changing. I'm transforming. And you are no longer part of that transformation. I'm passionate when I say that because I've had to say it to people. Sometimes I don't even say it. You just don't even have the ability to get to me at all. Because you want me to stay that old person. I'm not. And I've tried to stay that person for you. But it doesn't work for me. Because I'm trying to make you comfortable. But I'm uncomfortable trying to keep you comfortable. Make that make sense. How does that work for me? That don't work for me. Which means you no longer work for me. I'm open to what's for me. Which means not you. And oftentimes you got to tell that to yourself. Because anytime you want to be your own hero, you want to change, you want to go into a different field, you want to work yourself out of a relationship, you have to speak like this to yourself. Often it's not even the people outside of you, it's you. Because you will say to yourself, I don't know about that. I know about it. This new hope, she knows. This new version knows. You are the old version that's trying to hold on, and you gotta go. You are trying to keep me in a place that I don't even recognize anymore. Not only is it not for me, it's not in me. It's not for me, it's not in me. So you gotta go. I'm open to what's in front of me. I'm open to what's new. I'm open to the possibilities. I'm open to the change that is transpiring within me. And if I don't get it, that's okay. I'm not supposed to get it. But my future self knows. And my future self is waiting and saying, girl, look at you. You are doing it. And I'm waiting for you. We got to talk to ourselves in this way. Because a hero isn't something that is dainty. A hero isn't something that is meek. A hero isn't something that just is waiting around and come out. Nah, a hero flies in and scoops you up. A hero takes your breath away. A hero can fly. A hero is superhuman, and that is actually us. That is us. That's why this live is entitled, Be Your Own Hero. Is it easy? Maybe not, but so what? I come on here and I talk about, I don't care about easy. I'm built for hard. I'm built for impossible. I am built for transformation. I am built for something that people say, I don't know how she keeps doing this. That's me. I'm my own hero. I'm not waiting around to see if you're comfortable with it, or if you want to come along, or if this works for you, or if this is something that's I don't care. What I care about is the next version of me. And the next version of me is saying, come on, come on, come on, you're going. I'm so proud of you. And at times, I got to constantly tell myself, stay open to the change. Is it unfamiliar? Sure. Is that uncomfortable? Sure. But is it worth it? Yes. Yes, it will be on my YouTube, Hope is Speaking. It's usually updated the same day or the next day. But all of my lives, which I do twice a day, I put on to my YouTube channel, which is Hope is Speaking. So Dean, go subscribe. I upload onto my YouTube channel all of my lives every day, twice a day. So to become our own hero, it is going to take something in you, possibly, but if not, I'll be back on. And I'm on twice a day. Thank you for the likes and thank you for sharing the live. To become our own hero, It is going to take something that's in us that you do not recognize. It is going to take something that's in us that does feel unfamiliar, because it is. To become our own hero is going to take the passion of knowing what's for me is in front of me, but what's for me, I don't know what it is. And I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with that. I know what's for me. And I know it's here to benefit me. And I know that it was put on my heart. So I'm not waiting for anyone to change me. I'm not waiting for anyone to save me. I'm not waiting for someone to come in and offer me something. I have the best present I can offer myself, which is me, which is the diligence that I can make it happen. Will it be difficult? Yes. So what? Will I maybe lose people in the process? Yes. So what? Others that resonate with the new version will come. Will I become distracted at times? Yeah. So what? Distraction is just there to say, oh, I'm distracted. Let me get back on track. Will it be uncomfortable and may I want to give up? Yeah. So what? All of that's going to be a part of it. However, you just keep going. I don't come this far to come this far. I don't do that. And I'm reminded of a time that my family, my sister came to see me here in Hawaii, and I run this mountain trail. I do a lot of these difficult things as metaphors for life. I'm a little bit crazy in that sense. And it's a hiking trail, and it's straight up. It's a very steep incline. And I run it up and I run it down. And halfway through, I told my sisters and my niece, I'll meet you on the way down. Because y'all, listen, I'll go all the way up to the peak and then I'll meet you on the way down. And then I received a call and it was a sister saying, you know, I'm turning around. I'm going back down. I said, what? You came this far to just come halfway and turn around? Okay. That's what works for you. But for me, it's not. I didn't come here to say, nah, I'm not going to finish. No. And if that is you, sure, you can finish at a different time. For myself, I didn't come this far to come this far. To become our own hero, to save ourselves, you will have to help yourself. Ask yourself, what do I need help with? Why do I need help? Do I need extra assistance for help? Do I need new skills for help? Do I need to leave something behind to help me? Then I went on to H, entertain what it will look like for that new thing, for that new person, for that new job, for that new experience, for that new whatever. Entertain it. Look at it, feel it, play it as the movie reel in your mind every day. Entertain it, play it out, feel it, ingest it, smell it, be it, entertain it. Then go on to R. Release what no longer serves you. Release what will hold you back. Release anything that's not empowering for this future self, for this future goal, for this future endeavor. Whatever it is, release it with love. You no longer need it. And then O, to becoming your own hero, open yourself to the possibility. Open yourself to what it could feel like. Open yourself to that dream. Allow yourself to fully fantasize it without capping it, without saying, nah, I don't even want to think. No, open yourself to the immense possibilities. We are creators. We're here to create. Allow yourself to dream. That's how things are brought into this reality. Being open to the possibilities. And that's how you can become your own hero. By helping yourself, by entertaining the new thing, life, experience, by releasing what no longer serves you and being open to what it will be. And before you know it, you have. You've swooped in and you've saved yourself. You've become it. You've become that hero. All because you allowed yourself to say yes. And once you do it once, you're so impressed with everything that's within you, you just start repeating it. You just start repeating it. You just do it again and again and again and again. All it takes is one time. That's all it takes. And then you start impressing yourself with what you accomplish. It's a beautiful space. And I implore you to really dive deep into what that will look like for you. What it will look like for your dream. What it will look like for your future move or your future relationship or your future style. Whatever it is. Because it's for you. You're worthy of doing it. You possess every skill to do it. You always have exactly what you need in every moment. At times, you won't know until you get to that moment, but you always have everything you need. Trust yourself. No, you're able. You're able to be your own hero. You are your own hero. Because ain't nobody coming to save you. Now, maybe my words may aid you in this, but no one's coming in just to save you. You are. You can do it. You're doing it now. Keep doing it. Feel the pride in yourself. Believe in yourself and see yourself being successful in it. Because believe me, once you do it once, you know how empowered and unstoppable and how limitless we truly are. And tell those other people, shut up. I'm not here for you to tell me your limitations on what I see for myself. That's okay that you are limiting yourself, but that has no place in my dream. It has no place for me in this moment. And I refuse to listen to it. As a matter of fact, I refuse to have you in my space. Get out of here. And again, at times you may have to say that to the former version of yourself. So put your cape on. Choose the colors of your superhuman, superhero self. And take off. Launch. Transform into that space. Because it's for you. And it's for you to impress yourself. To become the hero. Help yourself. Entertain what it will be like. Release what no longer serves you and be open to the possibilities. That spells hero, and the hero is in you. Or at least that's what Mariah Carey says. There's a hero if you look inside your soul. And if Mariah says it, I will believe it. Yeah, I love books. I mean, I always have books, so there's nothing wrong with reading a book. In fact, thank you, Booms. In fact, if you're reading a book, that's a huge turn on anyway. I'm always reading a book. I love reading books. Become your hero. Soar. And you know what? Share your story. Share your story. Share your story on how you transformed. Share your story on how you saved yourself. And share your story on how you slayed this dragon that was stopping you. Because it's here for you. And you're worthy of it. And I'm here to encourage you. And I will always be here to encourage you. I will be your anchor for the day. And anyone who is new to my live, this is what I do. I'm a speaker. I'm here to encourage. I was a flight attendant formerly, and I speak a lot about my travels and what I've learned in all of these countries, and to inspire us to be more than what we believe we are in this moment, because we are limitless. We are limitless, and I'm here to remind you of that. You got to this moment. You've done some great things. Doesn't matter what's happened to you. Give yourself credit in this moment, in this day, that you made it to this day. You deserve to be in any space, in any room, in any country, in any place. You fit in everywhere, and know that. If you feel like you don't, that's for you to work on. But you deserve it. And we're worthy of it. We are limitless beings. We are magical humans are magical when we allow ourselves to be. Take off any of these old versions that no longer serve you. Take off what your mama said or your cousin said or that person when you were 14. Start today. Start today. And if you need some help, come to my page. Come to my live. I'm on live twice a day giving these talks. Thank you, Tree Bark, because this is what I believe I'm here to do, to encourage us. There's so much that's here to limit us. I'm not ever going to say anything to limit you. I'm only here to empower. I'm empowering myself. I know I'm doing it myself. I understand. However, be your own hero. Help yourself. Entertain the possibilities. Release what's no longer for you and be open. Be open. And as I said, come back and say, Hope, listen, I did it. I'm ready to hear it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my roses. So, that is my message. I will be back on later today. As I said, all of my lives, I also post to my YouTube page, which is the same name, Hope is Speaking. And I really love every individual that listens to me, because this is my dream. So I feel like I'm fulfilling my passion and my mission. And I will come on again for a minimum an hour. Oftentimes it's more. However, now I have to go call my mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I told her I was going to call her today. And she will say, girl, you didn't call me. So I got to go call my mom. Come back. If you miss my lives, as I said, I post them to my YouTube. And I'll just be doing more lessons on YouTube. Especially with showing up, speaking confidently, and just showing up, releasing whatever's holding us back, because we all have something. However, we're worthy of more, and I believe in you. So, be the reflection of love that you are, because we come from a limitless source of love. Show up empowered, because you deserve to be here, and make it look good. Make it look good. Smile, be kind, eat something great, and drink some water. Drink some water. What's up? Hi, James. Hi, you're catching me at the end. Hopefully I'll see you on my later lives, but it's always a pleasure to see you. You are encouraging, and I'm speaking for you. So thank you, James. I will be on later today after I go speak to my mama. And enjoy the rest of the day, because it's only getting better in the moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Tree Bark. I appreciate that. I really do. I will see y'all later. Ciao.